קיבלתי, אני בדרך לשם. Airport, miss?
Yes, I've been waiting for you.
This your suitcase?
Yes. When I go home, how will I speak of this journey, this fragrant walk on holy ground? I must distill the sights and sounds into the essence of being here. Even if I can't return, I will keep this in my heart. But I will share it too, with all the world.
We are met not to lament the tragedy of the Bab's martyrdom and the persecutions that followed. Rather have we come to celebrate the culmination and acknowledge the meaning of an unprecedented project that had its beginning over a century ago.
Oh, wait, can you please stop just for a moment?
What happened?
I'd just like to have a better view, please. A celebration. That was its essence. That's how the Universal House of Justice described it.
It was then that Baha'u'llah, whom the Ottoman authorities had banished to Acre to serve out his days in confinement, visited Mount Carmel and selected the spot where the remains of his herald would be interred. The suffering sustained by the Bab, so as to arouse humanity to the responsibilities of its coming age of maturity, were themselves indications of the intensity of the struggle by which the world's peoples must pass through the age of humanity's collective adolescence. The Shrine of the Bab stands as a symbol of the efficacy of that age-old promise, a sign of its urgency. It is as well a monument to the triumph of love over hate. We humbly trust that the wondrous result achieved by the completion of the 19 terraced gardens, at the heart of which rises the Shrine of the Bab, is a fitting fulfillment of the vision initiated by Baha'u'llah.
His vision indeed was here in this gathering of creative people honoring the opening of the terraces at the Shrine of the Bab. He that was hidden from mortal eyes is come. Lasse Thornton Oratorio was a dialogue between Mount Carmel and God, our human dialogue renewed. Tolib Shahidi from Tajikistan wrote a symphonic poem to the Shrine of the Bab. It was so full of sadness and sweetness. The musicians and singers came from America, Canada, Europe, Israel. A whole world so often in discord was made harmonious in Haifa. From the foot of the mountain, the unique musical tributes soar up those majestic terrace gardens. They cascade back towards us. The music draws us. Our spirits ascend as one to the shrine. Below the shrine in its glory, the solo violinist paid his tribute. The celestial voices of the Philharmonic Choir were Romanian. The symphony orchestra and conductor were from Haifa. The tablet of Carmel was Baha'u'llah's charter. Its words were made into the lyrics that the soloists sang like a holy opera.
Sanctify, 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 sanctify.
The singers herald the lighting of the terraces in the shrine. It recalls the darkness of the Bab's prison, but symbolizes unity. So powerful is the light of unity that it can illuminate the whole earth. The music climbs the terraces through the violinists, a father and two children. It rises an octave up to each player, linking earth and sky, bringing the believer's voice to God. The composer worked on it for 2 years. Our children, they are the sons and daughters of the world's future. That is what the Universal House of Justice reminds us.
Baha'u'llah encourages us to anticipate from the youth of his community a much earlier advance to maturity than is characteristic of the rest of society. Clearly, that does not in any way diminish the importance of the pursuit of education, of economic realities, or of family obligations. It does mean that Baha'i youth can accept and should be encouraged to accept a responsibility of their own for moral leadership and the transformation of society.
We can transform society. Like visionaries and architects can transform barren landscapes into beautiful vistas. So beautiful. God first made a garden, and we have recreated it. I will fold it into my memory like lotus petals enshrine the flower in its heart, and we will not forget those who made it. I'll always remember how warmly the audience received them. Their whole lives embrace this project. Now, we feel the terraces, this great creation, embrace our lives.
Mr. Amonat had about 30 years association with this project. He was called in 1972 to try to conceive a design for the seat of the Universal House of Justice. And the Universal House of Justice has requested Amatul Baha'i Khanum, who had an eye for beauty, to be present when he unfolds his design. I remember that when he unfolded this piece of paper, everybody was looking at it. Nobody spoke anything. Silence. And I could hear the pounding of his heart. Suddenly, Ruhiya Khanum asked him, "Is it the design you're presenting?" He said, "Yes." Still his heart was pounding. Without saying anything, she came to him and kissed his forehead. And that was the beginning of the Mount Carmel project. This was really a great enterprise, and it was a great deal of achievement. But this achievement could not be realized so perfectly and so timely if it was not entrusted to another genius, Mr. Faribor Sahawa, as a member of a committee which dealt intimately with the work of the Office of the Mount Carmel project. Bear witness of the difficulties Mr. Sahawa has faced, the problems he has solved, through his ability not only in architectural world, but in managerial ability as well as the public relation ability. He has earned the gratitude of not only Mr. Amanat, but also gratitude of the Universal House of Justice. And I'm going on your behalf to hug both of them.
And now, after 30 years of hard work, we're really here, participating in the opening of this sacred space. Such beauty leaves a reflection in our souls. Each one of us wants to cherish these sacred images forever, deep in our hearts. In the gardens at the cool of day, I felt that I could almost hear the voice of God. That light of the first night, the light of unity, it's here today. It's a beacon for those 4,000 people from nearly every race on earth. Together we climb the terraces from bottom to top and circle the shrine. So simple an act of devotion, but how powerful an image of the ascent of man. family members in Iran couldn't be with us, but they sent 250 roses in memory of our brothers and sisters who died in the persecutions.
To the universal house of justice, those of us here, compatriots of the incomparable beloved, consider ourselves as participants in that great event. We offer our supplications that the outcome of this spiritual gathering be a source of blessing to the people of the world and will breathe a new spirit in the body of humanity. May boundless divine confirmation surround you. Signed, the Friends in Iran.
Baha'u'llah knows a do.
Then we had a Baha'i youth choir from Congo. They would walk for 3 hours to rehearsals, just so they could bring the special song they had prepared all the way to the Holy Land. From the other side of the globe, we were honored with greetings from the King of Samoa. His daughter read a message on his behalf.
It is with bowed head that I send you salutations and loving greetings. It is indeed thrilling to think of the many races and peoples, high and low alike, that will gather on this occasion. I and the people of our small island nation wish you every success, praying that we may all, like the rocky slopes of God's holy mountain, undergo a similar transformation inside, so that before long we may see peace and goodwill flourish on earth. Soifua Malietoa Tanumafili II, Head of State, Western Samoa.
It was the spirit of creativity he called out for. Everyone responded so warmly to this gesture. It was a tribute to so many people who gave so much of their best for the success of the celebrations.
Now try and sing good if you can. If you can't sing good, at least sing loud. Okay.
The enthusiasm of all these different people from all over the world will travel with me. It is the common faith we all shared here, so quietly, so firmly.
Huwallahu Inna Baha'i man yuzhiruhu Allah فوق كل بهاء وإن جلاله فوق كل جلال وإن جماله فوق كل جمال.
The youthful joy of these events was unhampered by age. And when our dear hands of the cause of God stood to congratulate and inspire everyone, it was wonderful.
I would like to welcome you all and to offer my sincere congratulations that you have been able to participate in these majestic and historic proceedings.
As dificuldades a não ser Deus ከእግዚአብሔር በስተቀር ችግርን የሚያስወግድ አለ ወይ?
Бурхан Тэнгэр минь бадардаг. Таал бурхан багш илээ.
하느님밖에 누가 또 있을까?
Chwálenie niech je Boh. On je Boh. Všetci sú jeho služobníci.
Magatfunyiswe uNkulunkulu ngoba uNkulunkulu.
Han är Gud. Alla är hans tjänare och alla håller fast vid hans bud.
Humanity's crying need will not be met by a struggle among competing ambitions or by protest against one or another of the countless wrongs afflicting a desperate age. It calls rather for a fundamental change of consciousness, for a wholehearted embrace of Baha'u'llah's teaching, that the time has come when each human being on earth must learn to accept responsibility for the welfare of the entire human family.
Standing on the mountain, looking across the bay, the queen upon the race, she reigns majestically.
Youth and age are really one. The hands of the cause of God showed us that their lives and ours are timeless. Like the music and songs, the mountain and sky, the laughter and friendship that we have shared here.
Please take the atmosphere of this gathering, take the atmosphere of the World Center, and bring it back to your respective area. Please energize the friends with the spirit of the World Center and everything you see here in these days that you participate in this conference. May Baha'u'llah assist you, guide you, protect you, enable you to reach the heights in the service of his beloved face. I love you all. Thank you, dear friends. Allah Akbar.
Es tan sencillo de comprender, tan hermoso de recordar, que si lo intentas y estás con él, tendrás la vida con Baha'u'llah. Es tan sencillo de comprender, tan hermoso de recordar, que si lo
Suffer me, O my God, to draw nigh unto thee and to abide within the precincts of thy court. For remoteness from thee has well nigh consumed me. Cause me to rest under the shadow of the wings of thy grace. For the flame of my separation from thee has melted my heart within me. Draw me nearer unto the river that is life indeed, for my soul burneth with thirst in its ceaseless search after thee. My sighs, O my God, proclaim the bitterness of mine anguish, and the tears I shed attest my love for thee.